Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets.
Hey guys, and welcome to part... psych. We're really doing this again. You guys know that 58.9% of you aren't subscribed. Like, what's going on? It's so easy. And look, here's a clip right now if you don't believe me. Anyway. There's going to be a clip the entire part, probably. But anyway, you guys are going to have 5 seconds to like, subscribe, and comment down below, done it. If you... comment down below, like, subscribe in that 5 seconds, or you have bad luck for the rest of your life. Other than that, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and yeah, let's get into it. Hey guys, and welcome to part 5 of what Naruto made a deal with the devil. Anyway, the light goal for this part's going to have a bit of a jump, since the last light goal... One sec. Since the last light goal was... Oh, for God's sake, I'm trying to pick up the image. I'm not going to put it on screen, because I'm not that good. I mean, the last... Might have actually hit last time was over 300, so this light goal is going to be 75 likes. It's a bit of a big jump, I know, but normally our light goals were 150. But yeah. Anyway, it just really helps out if you like the videos, because most of you guys know half the time if I like a what if and you don't hit the like, I'm going to make it anyway. But if you hit the like goal, it means I have to make it, even if I don't like it. Which I do, I'm liking all the what ifs I'm making lately, so that's a good thing. But yeah, anyway, the like goal will be 75 likes. And yeah, let's just jump into this from where we left off. When we left off, Naruto killed Sabasan Haku, showed off his flash type ability, learned he could mold his black orb into other weapons, and he killed an army member that tried to get revenge. Because Naruto killed multiple army I'm gonna say army members when they tried to get him. And so the next day, Kakashi brings up the tuning exams, and Naruto's smiling and ready. He says, "Yep, I'm doing it." And Kakashi says, "I was actually gonna ask you to help me train the others." Naruto looks at him and says, "No." Kakashi says, "Well, you have 1 week. Tell you what, you help me train them for 3 days, you get the 4 days to yourself." And Naruto thinks for a second, and he goes into his head and says, "Lucifer, Kurama, do I train him?" And they both say,
"Yes, it will help with our plan."
And Naruto says, "Fine then, I'll train them." Kakashi smiles. And Sasuke's kind of excited because Naruto, the one he's starting to look up to slightly, is going to train him. Maybe he'll become more powerful, maybe he'll learn how to flash step. Maybe he'll learn that telekinesis thing Naruto does. And then Naruto looks at all of them and says, "I'm not going to take it easy on you, so be ready." The first day Naruto goes over chakra control with them, as there wasn't really a need, as they didn't really learn it in the original due to Naruto taking care of Sabasa so easily. One sec, guys. Oh, for God's sake. This is going to be ear-rape, sorry. Got it. Sorry guys, I really had to change my mic, it was slipping. Oh, I hate this new mic. I love it, but I hate it. Anyway, sorry for that ear rape if you got it. And we're now just training where he wasn't going easy on them and using Lucifer to boost him, which is one of his abilities. He can boost progress. They learn and perfect chakra control to a certain level. I'd say they're 3 times better than they were in the original fights after tuning exam. Just after tuning exam, they're better at chakra control now, 3 times better than it was then. And that's just because of Lucifer and Naruto. Kakashi's impressed. They've learnt walking and tree walking. Next, he looks at Sasuke with his Sharingan and goes over basic genjutsu techniques. And then with boosting, he gets quite good with them. He can send someone into a type of genjutsu with a glance, and it can halt their movement for 20 seconds before Sasuke gets a bit drained. And that 20 seconds is easy enough to end any fight. And with a bit more pushing, they get Sasuke to 3 Tomoe in each eye. And then they go to over jutsus, etc. Here they push Hinata's Byakugan a bit further. And yeah, second day, they learn to channel their chakra into weapons, which is something they learn a lot later. They go over chakra natures. Sasuke gets fire, lightning, and earth. Naruto has all of them. Sakura has water and earth. Hinata, if I put on the team, I can't remember what I did, has lightning, water, fire, and wind. And Naruto says we can work with these. Sasuke learns his Chidori thanks to Kakashi and Naruto training. He can use it, instead of using it 3 times, he can use it 10 times now before being drained. And he can channel his lightning through a blade as well. Then they learn how to mold their chakra, like Hinata tries to learn. So with the Lucifer boost, they can mold chakra on their fist with any nature they have. And with lightning, it stuns the opponent and it hits a lot harder. And fire, it burns them, etc. And there's one technique that everyone with a fire style learn. If you cover your fist in fire nature and you focus without any hand signs, it drains your chakra nearly instantly if you don't have enough. But you can pour out a huge amount of fires from your hand, like a dragon. But Naruto can do this nearly endlessly. Sasuke can do it for 5 minutes before 5 seconds before half his chakra is drained. Same with Hinata. Kakashi learns this and he can use it up to a minute before he's fully drained. Kakashi's impressed with this. If you needed this in a last ditch effort and you don't have time for hand signs, this could save anyone's life. If he had this against others, Kakashi thought he could have ended it in a second, just by creating a huge wall of flames burning others up. On the third day, they go over special jutsus. They all learn the shadow clones. Who can? Sasuke learns his dragon head fireball style, but he can't perfect it yet. He only can shoot medium-sized ones. They go over certain techniques like healing jutsu, etc. And then on the final days, Naruto gets his time to himself. He's learnt to open a portal to hell, and he goes in it. When he gets there, unlike what he expected, where he had to fight demons that all bowed down, they sense his pure power and his perfect awakening. And they can also sense half a Lucifer within him. This is where the real Lucifer appears fully, and he's showing Naruto around hell in his domain. And he shows Naruto how Naruto can change the domain of hell as he pleases. He can make it cold, he can make it hot, he can make spikes appear at the walls. Naruto likes this. He goes back home. Oh. And then Lucifer goes to him and Chroma and mentions something called Sage Mode. It's what this world uses as insane power boosts, and only a few users in history have been able to, including Naruto's father. But Naruto spends his entire 4 days learning this, and he perfects it. It isn't Sage, it isn't Wood, it isn't Snake, it isn't Slug Sage Mode. It is Demon Sage Mode, or the Devil Sage Mode. And we'll go over that shortly. We go to the tuning exam. The writing exam goes easy, and we go to the forest arc. As they're running through one of Naruto's shadow clones, he sent a bunch of shadow clones out into the forest to meet Gaara. And he shoots one of his red blasts at him. It's quite injuring Gaara as it broke through his sand, which shot Gaara, and then it puffed away, as Naruto knew that this would build up something. Then they go to a fight against Orochimaru. When the huge snake appears, Naruto, using his flash step and his knife, bounced around, cutting the snake into pieces, shook an Orochimaru. And then when he goes to bite Sasuke, Naruto's like, nope, and beheads Orochimaru. He stills him slightly, so Orochimaru has to retreat and heal quite quickly, or he would die and be sealed away fully. Then he shot the Naruto's power. He looks at his eyes. It's something he read from a book. the devil, ruler of hell, Naruto has his eyes. And then both of Naruto's eyes glow red and it shocks Orochimaru. He tries to run away till Naruto's chain wraps around him, burning his skin, breaking bones and freezing it over. And he pulls him back towards him. He pins Orochimaru to the ground and asking for one good reason why he shouldn't steal him away. And Lucifer appears behind Naruto and Lucifer says to him,
Naruto, he's a problem. Get rid of him.
Naruto's eyes glow and he says gladly. Orochimaru begs to stop and says he can help Naruto. Naruto says go ahead then. Orochimaru signals to a needle in his pocket. He takes it out and using his insane intelligence and examination, stronger than the Sharingan, he looks into it. This needle has something rare cells harvested from many ancient creatures found by Orochimaru. These are recognized as some of the high-class demons, some angels, and some from Hashirama, some from Madara. And Lucifer smiles and says, that's part of the plan, Naruto, just a lot simpler. Inject it. Naruto injects it into himself, and he looks at Orochimaru and smiles. Says, sorry, you're dead. He goes to slice down until the third Hokage appears, and says, Naruto, stop. He looks at the third Hokage and shakes his head and says, no thanks, and stabs Orochimaru, sealing him away forever. And then Naruto's eyes awaken a purple colour, and it quickly fades. Naruto could feel new energy inside him, but ignores it. And Lucifer and Kurama smile, knowing what this is. Anyway, guys, this has been not a long episode, I mean a huge power boost, so I'm going to slow it down for the last few minutes. We go to the fighting arena, the tuning exams, and the first fight is Nedji versus Hinata, and unlike the original, Hinata claps him, coating her fist in electricity and wind, and just demolishing him with her Byakugan being far stronger than his. And this is the lesson Nedji learnt about blah blah blah, your destiny isn't controlled. Then it's Naruto versus Kiba. Kiba's terrified. Naruto flash steps knocking him out. He could sense the fear and kind of felt bad for Kiba, knowing that he could easily kill him if he wanted to. It all goes the same until we get, unlike it wasn't Sasuke versus Gaara, it was Gaara versus Naruto. And Naruto could sense a dark energy from Gaara and goes to Lucifer. Lucifer, what is that? And Kurama answers, well, he is the one tells. Well, I'm 9 tells, so I'm far stronger. Sorry guys, I'm back. And Kurama says, well, I'm far stronger. And then he goes to Lucifer and says, what did you do? And Lucifer replies, well, he was a test subject before you, and he failed. Instead of getting even a close near good awakening, all the power went to his emotions instead. I mean, he's a psychopath. I mean, you could absorb the energy out of him, but nah. And now I'm confused, and he's really excited for this fight. And they say, begin. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, share with your friends, family, etc. Hit the like goal, get me to 10k before September. And yeah, hope you enjoy. Peace out guys, bye. Love you, lots. Love you, girls, boys, anything. I'm not gay, I meant like, you know what I mean. Anyway guys, peace out, bye.